What's up, Cancer? Welcome to this energy check. We're gonna use tarot, and we're gonna check on what's going on for you for the rest of October. Okay. So sorry about that. I am going to do something real quick. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna start off the reading with a question for you. Here we go. Make sure to answer this question in the comments down below and let me know. Your question says, would you rather live 200 years in the past or 200 years in the future? 200 years in the past or 200 years in the future? There we go. I fixed it. Oh, I messed up the other one. Jeez. Come on. This is what makes me not even want to be on YouTube. Okay, there we go. So let me know what you think. Answer that in the comments down below. Let's start with your energy check for the rest of October. Thank you so much for being here, Cancer. I appreciate you. Remember that I love you. There is lots of love for you. Even if you don't feel loved, there's love all around you. Close your eyes and say there's love all around you. That's it. That's all we need. That's all we need. Put some nice music for you. Cancer, welcome. I'm never ready. Like the first video or live that I do, I'm never ready. That's kind of loud. All right, there we go. There we go. Tell me what's the energy for Cancer for the rest of. Look at that. The High Priestess. So your intuition is gonna be, pretty strong here. It could also be that you're maybe you're getting messages. You're also interested in tarot. Yeah, you also, there's something that you're keeping a secret, or you feel like someone is maybe keeping a secret with you. I feel like there's some sort of telepathic connection or communication with somebody here, or maybe it's just your intuition, telling you that, something is coming towards you. Let's see what we have here. Here we go. Two of Wands. You're ready to make a decision. You've been contemplating, you've been planning, you've been strategizing. Did I say that right? You've been planning something, and I feel like you're choosing someone, you're choosing something. This could be a trip, this could be a person, this could be yourself as well. The Two of Wands to me is energy where in the past, maybe you were given two options, two opportunities, and now you're actually going for it. Mainly, the Two of Wands connects to, passion. It connects to love as well, because notice how this person is, holding on to that wand, which the wand is connected to love. That's why the flowers are there. This person is also saying that you could be saying right now, Cancer, that the world is your oyster, or there's a lot of possibilities and opportunities here for you. So all you got to do is make a choice, make a decision here. take either go right or left, but I feel like you already made a decision, chosen somebody, chosen a certain career or some sort of path. Now, this is the past energy, right? So we have the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Swords. We have made mistakes in the past, and maybe that's, through the month of October, you are reminiscing on the past, trauma that you've been carrying. Okay. It also says that with the 3 of Swords, not talking about, because the heart is here, so it does talk about like romance and all that, but not putting it as romance. It also says that maybe you're recovering from some sort of procedure, or you're getting something done, or you got something done. Okay. It says that you went to the doctor, maybe the 3 of Swords is, and then there was some sort of procedure you had to get done. Okay. You got that done. Everything went great. Everything's going great. No worries. I feel like in your near past, Aquarius, not Aquarius, maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius, but I feel like in the near past, Cancer, you've had a lot of heartbreak. You have been disappointed, throughout, matters of the heart. I feel like, again, there's a little bit of pain, like physical pain as well, because the 3 of Swords does talk about like body aches and surgeries and stuff that we got to do, just to get well. So it feels like you made a decision to get better. Okay. Or have some sort of procedure done to you. Let's see what's going on right now in the present moment. So 10 of Swords, there we go. Another card of, health. 10 of Swords, when we put it as your own energy right now in the present moment, it feels like you're tired. It feels like you're exhausted. You could have had a surgery not too long ago, or you're about to have a surgery, Cancer, because the swords are always, procedures. And so we have here where we feel tired, we feel defeated, we need to recuperate, right? We need to rest, we need to relax, we need to like not worry, not stress, we need to be in bed, we need to relax. This also kind of signifies that whatever procedure you had done, or whatever happened to you in the past, as far as like medical stuff, that maybe there's going to be some sort of redo, or maybe there's going to be something where you're going to continue to continue to visit the doctor, because there's side effects, or there's things that haven't gone away. If you were experiencing pain or something like that, you're still experiencing that right now. So right now in the present moment, the 10 of Swords says that, again, you feel exhausted, you feel tired, and you're also recuperating. The swords going into the body does signal some sort of surgeries. For some of you Aquarius, you guys have had some sort of surgery. Why do I keep saying Aquarius? Oh my God, because probably the swords, Cancer. And maybe there's an Aquarius here trying to get my attention or something. I don't know. No, don't pay attention to that. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be that tarot reader. There's like, oh, somebody here, somebody watching this video, you need my help. Oh, I can feel your energy. Like, no, I'm not gonna be that. Like, I'm gonna be just realistic and down to what it is. I'm not gonna fantasize, talk about energies and demons and ghosts and stuff like that. Anyways, but yeah, for some of you Cancers, you had a heartbreak. Somebody cheated on you. Somebody left you, ghosted you. Somebody broke your heart. Somebody chose someone over you. And it feels like you're dealing with that right now. So if you're not in pain, and if you're not having a surgery right now, or about to have a surgery or something like that, it pertains to your heart. It pertains to feeling down. It pertains to feeling defeated, not having hope for love anymore, because you're broken, and it's okay to feel broken. Like, the word broken doesn't necessarily mean that that you're sick, or that you're different, or that is bad. It's just the moment, it's just the feelings we have. And if you think about life, and if we think about, everything, like, we need to feel that pain. We need to feel the disappointment. We need the heartbreak sometimes to allow us to evolve to a whole different level. You know what I mean? Like, life, if life was to be perfect, and if you were to get everything at the moment you ask for, then life wouldn't have the meaning it has. Life wouldn't be exciting. Life wouldn't be, you know so, like, we wouldn't have adventure, we wouldn't have goals. It wouldn't be life. And this is what we signed up for. So as much as it hurts, as much as it's painful, you got to keep fighting. You got to keep moving forward. Cancer, you have to. And you have to do it for yourself, not for your family, not for other people. Yes, there's people counting on you. There's people, wanting to see you. There's people wanting to be with you and all. But at the same time, it's like, if you don't take care of yourself, then you probably won't be able to take care of the ones you love, So it's very important that you take care of yourself. It's very important that you understand, you analyze, and you feel the pain, because that pain is going to push you to do something better and greater. Okay. So yeah, Ten of Swords. What I like about the Ten of Swords is it's a difficult energy, Cancer, but it also signifies that you're like almost there to close out a cycle, to close out something, and leave it in the past, and learn the lesson, and heal from it, and just leave it in the past, and just remember. But at the same time, like, again, all that pain and all that trauma and difficulty is going to allow you to be a bigger, better person, appreciate things different, see life a little bit different, right? We are very fragile. Remember that. We are very, very fragile, especially in the heart, Knight of Wands. Okay, so here we have you, Cancer, feeling defeated, feeling with no hope. Maybe in your near past you gave up on life or love, and now we're experiencing some sort of level up. Now we're experiencing more passion, more energy. We are getting up from this Ten of Swords, and we're moving on and getting on this, Knight of Wands energy, which is an energy where, you're going to be spontaneous. You're going to be, going with the flow, but also wanting to get up there, or wanting to be seen, wanting to be appreciated. There's going to be somebody here. Maybe you're dealing with a fire sign, or maybe an Aquarius, an air sign here, that is going to want to come to you and, talk to you, be with you. I like the Knight of Wands, because the Knight of Wands has that energy where you're up for anything, and it doesn't matter how you feel. When you get this energy, or when this individual comes to you, you're like, okay, I'm ready to do anything. I would do anything for you, or I am ready to get on the horse with you. That could be something that you could be saying here on this, through the month of October here. You're gonna have this energy shift where it's gonna be like flicking the light switch. It's gonna go from bad to good right away. Like, you're just going to want to experience life. You're gonna want to do fun things, exciting things. You're gonna look into what, maybe getting a little bit of adrenaline if possible. Obviously, if you can have a little bit of adrenaline, because some people get a little bit too excited, and then the heart starts pumping, and then you're like, ooh, a little bit of pain here. So yeah, I like the Knight of Wands. It it tells us that, after all this pain and all this trauma, all this difficult time that you're going through, that your hope is still up, that you're still wanting to experience things, that there's someone here, or there's something here telling you, hey, remember who you are today, tomorrow, for the rest of the month, for the rest of the year. Remember remember that, anything could happen. Remember that healing could happen. I like it. I like this. It's like get up and go energy. It's like I would not be the victim of anybody's trauma or anybody's lessons anymore. It's like you're telling me like I I'm done. I'm done feeling lonely. I'm done feeling hurt. I'm done with the pain. I want to live. I want to be part of this world. I want to be seen. I want to do cool things. Like there's some sort of excitement that comes with it. Like the Night of Wands, it's nothing that is like how would you say, like illusions, but I'm getting like you're thinking of everything you could still do and everything. You're planning a lot of things and you're saying, you know, if I'm gonna be alone, then I'm gonna have a blast by myself. But you're also saying that you're not gonna be a victim to anyone's residue residual energy anymore. You know, you're not gonna be the victim anymore. We're stepping out of the victim mentality. We're stepping out of, the pain, and we're choosing to do something new, right? If you want change within your world, the first thing you gotta do is change within yourself. That's what will create the biggest change. Meaning that if you felt heartbroken, once you change that mentality and that feeling and say, you know what, that was a lesson, and I still have a lot to live, and I still have a lot to experience, and I have many people that are gonna come into my life and fulfill me in many ways that maybe you don't need, but they're gonna be a blessing to you. I do with the King of Cups here at the bottom. There is some sort of there is some sort of individual here that might be interested in you, or this could be also you, Cancer, feeling like you have plenty of love, feeling like you're going to try a different approach, and you're going to love people. You're going to say I love you without feeling like you, you know you're gonna say I love you to people, or you're gonna say I love you to someone, or you're preparing that, because the King of Cups shows love. Like if the King of Cups can do something good, it's take care of the Queen, but it's actually saying it. It's actually giving it. It's expressing it. It's saying it out loud to the world, saying I am done being a victim. Or if you're already meeting somebody here in the month of October, then you're saying, yes, I'm ready to get out of this heartbreaking energy and meet someone or have a super cool experience, with somebody here. So you're open to it. You're open to a lot of things here. Now, in your near future, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. A lot of communication. I like how you have two knights, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, and that shows that you're implementing action, because these two cards are made. These two cards are cards of action, movement. You know, communicating, saying, "I want this. What do you want?" You know, can we do this? What do you want? You could be dealing with a fire sign or maybe an air sign here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and it's like two people being in the same level or being in the same, having maybe the same trauma or having maybe like similar experiences, and you guys connecting and saying, man, we've been through a lot, you know. I feel like, what's coming up here in the near future, towards the end of October for you, Cancer, there's a lot of friends coming back to you. There's a lot of people coming back to you, wanting to communicate, wanting to see what you're doing, how you're doing. There's a lot of love and there's a lot of appreciation and care around you, Cancer. And it's sometimes, sometimes it's not that we gotta demand it, or it's not that we gotta be like, well, what about me? You haven't checked in on me. But sometimes you just gotta play it off and say, hey, I was thinking about you. How are you? And then that will initiate the conversation, and somebody's gonna reply, I've been okay, I've been good, or I've been, I'm going through the situation, but how are you doing? And then so you're like, however you feel, you respond, right? Sometimes, as much as we want someone to read our minds or feel our pain, feel our, emotions, there's people that don't do that because everybody has their own life. And what I'm trying to tell you, Cancer, is like, you've had a very difficult past, and maybe you're going through something traumatic or something difficult, painful right now, but there is so much love. And I don't say it because I want to be nice to you. I say it because I feel it around you. I feel it in your energy. There's so much love. Speak up. Talk. If you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling like there's no reason, if you're losing hope on life, please talk to somebody. Please empower yourself. Use every tool that God or the universe, whatever you believe in, has given you. Your courage, your love, everything that will help you get you unstuck so that you can keep moving forward. There's gonna be reunions happening here through the month of October. Maybe friends, colleagues, wanting to take you out, wanting to meet with you, wanting to have a meeting with you. There's gonna be, if you're into business, there's gonna be business opportunities and contracts falling on your lap. The universe saying, hey, here's this person with the same idea. Maybe you guys can create something big, with that Three of Pentacles. That Three of Pentacles is always an opportunity to work together as a group, to be together as maybe a couple or something like that, like to work. Even if you're having difficulties in a marriage, it's like in the near future, there's going to be a way to solidify all the problems, or a way to talk. Maybe therapy, maybe counseling, maybe something, or maybe just sitting down and talking about what's bothering you, or what's bothering them, or what's going on. Maybe you don't need the third party. Maybe you just need to communicate and let them know what you expect or what you want from them, or from the connection, from the job, from the business. And then so they will tell you the same thing. I see what you want, but let me tell you what I'm seeking or what I want, you know? That's communication. That's coming together with the Three of Pentacles. That's coming together and finding a solution and continuing to build after that. That's why after the Three of Pentacles is the Four of Pentacles, duh, obviously. But in the depiction, you see somebody who is creating some sort of strategy, who's creating some sort of plan, because we have the support already. There's a lot of things happening with you here, Cancer. And I feel like in your own little head, in your own little mind, there's blockages, or maybe you're overthinking things, you're overanalyzing, you're shooting for the stars, but you're looking down. It's like, how are you gonna shoot up to the stars, but then you're gonna look down because you feel like you don't deserve a win, or you don't deserve what you're hoping or you're wishing or what you're fighting for. Of course you deserve everything. Huge changes will come for you by the end of the year. I guarantee you that your heart will be healed, your heart will be open, and you will have another opportunity to show the world who you really are and what you bring to the table here, you know? Don't you ever underestimate yourself, Cancer. Don't you ever underestimate yourself. Big changes. I'm telling you, look, I know that's kind of shooting, like, well, yeah, by the end of the year, we go, duh, like, a lot of things can happen, but you're going to see a humongous change. Like, like the death card is here to let us know that there's big changes happening in your life. And I want you to know that you got to be truthful. You got to be honest with whoever it is that you're dealing with. And most importantly, with yourself. You have to be 100% honest, because the changes you're going to make are going to be permanent, or the changes that are coming are permanent. And if you make changes with a faulty heart, or with lies, with manipulation, with, deception or whatever, then the changes that you're going to create are going to backfire on you, because that's how it is. That's how karma is. That's how things work. You cannot just lie your way through life and expect it to be okay, because liars always get caught. The truth always comes out, right? And I know you're not a liar, but I'm just saying, it's time to practice honesty. And I'm not saying that you are a liar. I'm just saying, like, it's time to just be honest with yourself and be honest with the people around you, because the changes are coming. The changes are going to happen for you, okay? Something you never expected. You never expected a change this big, ever. But there's a shift happening for you. Five of Thought, that's the Five of Swords, okay? So listen to this. Listen to what I'm going to tell you. Because it's Five of Swords kind of speaks to the past, about the past, and about situations where they're complicated, But check this out. It says, the path you were on seems like the right one, but now you've run into a challenge. There's a better direction for you that will make you much happier in the end. Changes are necessary changes. I told you before I even read this card, I told you there's big permanent changes happening for you. And changes are good. Evolution is great. You know, a fresh start, a leap of faith, a new beginning is always great because you don't start from zero anymore. All the knowledge, all the wisdom you've acquired from the previous, lessons will start you maybe from the beginning, but you're gonna be ahead. That's one of the things that people don't understand is like, depending on your age, like restarting again shouldn't feel like your life is over. It's just another chapter. And you already have the tools. You already have the knowledge. So it should be better and easier for you to find your way through life, through love, through relationships, through family. Okay. So there's a better direction for you that will make you much happier in the end. Changes are necessary so that you can get back on track. Avoid negative people who are draining you or who bring unwanted drama into your life. Avoid those. We have enough of that right here. We have enough of that pain. We have enough of the trauma. We have enough of that depression. We have enough of even physical pain, right? Some of you guys maybe need to change doctors or maybe need to get a second opinion or something like that. I'm going to put this right here. It's going to focus. You can read it to yourself because, I'm a little dramatic, but I wouldn't be a Leo if I wasn't dramatic. It's going to focus. You can pause it right there, read it to yourself or screenshot it. And that is the picture right there. So the Five of Thought is the Five of Swords, and in tarot that signifies that, the saying of doing the same thing over and over will get you the same results. So doing the same thing over and over is the definition of insanity. Because if you keep doing the same thing over and over, knowing that it didn't work the first time, the second time, the third time, why would you keep doing the same thing over and over? You don't. You find another way. You find another path. You create another plan, right? You stop giving into fear. You defeat the devil because the fear is created by you and you give that power to it. You know what I mean? It's easy as that. There's hope. There's hope, and there's also a plan to get you better, right? If you're having complications, there's a team that is going to help you, that is going to come to you, that is going to, help you out, even if maybe this is not, like a romantic situation. Maybe this is physical. Maybe you are experiencing some pain, and maybe your back, or maybe your legs, or maybe something. And Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, there is help on the way. On the way. But you need to speak out. You need to talk. Some of you guys, be careful right now. Be careful because you can get hurt. Some of you guys, if you're doing too much crazy stuff, if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're drinking too much, if you're not drinking enough water, it could lead into like health issues. So plan out your diet, plan out your intake, plan out what you're doing so you can be safe here, okay? All right, so now we're gonna go into the singles. Who's coming towards Cancer? New people, single cancers, new people coming towards Cancer here. This could be that you're single and dating. This could be, where you already met somebody and you guys are not official yet. A lot of that could, see, star card. So Aquarius, there's some sort of wish fulfillment coming in for you when it comes to love. You're gonna find somebody that is gonna this person is going to make you feel good. Not that you need someone to, make you feel good, but this person is like everything you ever wanted and everything you ever wished a person to be, I'm telling you, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment ×2. I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening right now, with the planets or what the heck is going on. But a lot of the zodiac signs have been finding love. And I feel like Cancer, you're no exception. You will find somebody that fulfills you in so many ways. You have no idea. You have no idea with that Nine of Cups. What's after the Nine of Cups? The Ten of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment, which is marriage, which is the last cup to be happy. After so much pain, after so much heartbreaks and, and people cheating and people lying to you, taking advantage of you, there's somebody here who's stepping up and saying, I got you, Cancer. Everything you experience, maybe it was because we needed to meet at this point, Who's coming towards Cancer here? Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups pertains to having a lot of options, but also being a little dreamy. Okay, so whoever is coming towards you, this person has a lot of dreams, a lot of hopes. This person also knows a lot. This person could create a story or tell you the meaning of something that you never knew. It's like this person is connected in many ways to the universe, or I don't know, it's like, they have this imagination, and whoever is coming towards you, it's an individual that has options, that is wanted and desired by many. Okay, so this individual is gonna have a hard time. I'm not saying that they're not gonna choose you, but this individual is gonna have a hard time at the beginning dropping all the dating apps, dropping, forgetting about, going from person to person, and maybe they're going to want to choose you. Okay. But right now it says that the individual coming towards you has a lot of options and is desired and wanted and is hopeful, and it's, this is an individual that has visions, very very wise individual. Could be a Taurus, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but it's an individual that wants and requires marriage, wants a formal relationship. This individual's not playing games. The Seven of Cups, when it comes to dating, sometimes could mean the battlefield. It could mean that this person has been dating people, but they're not they don't sleep with them, but because one of the sayings with the Seven of Cups is that not every cup is your cup. Not every cup that you're gonna choose is gonna be the right one for you. And think of the cups as individuals or suitors for this person. And they're saying that, well, I talked to this, I talked to that person, I've met with this person, We just don't vibe. We didn't connect. Something wasn't right, you know? But here they are with you. Someone is going to choose you. Somebody has already chosen you, maybe. Someone has already chosen you. Someone cannot wait to see you. Somebody is, man. I feel like the individual that you're going to connect with, they're going to say this to you. They're going to say that they waited years, because the Three of Wands is a card of waiting, being ready, but also being, waiting for the right person, waiting for the one. And notice how they're looking. Usually this is water, but I don't know, this this didn't print out right, but this is water, and this person is looking for the ships that are coming in, because they want to know who's coming in, right? But they knew from the start that the wait was going to happen, but eventually at one point in their life they were going to find you. Whoever you're going to meet, or whoever you already met or you're dealing with, has waited for the right person, has sacrificed a lot of connections. This individual does not play with people. They're not a player. They don't sleep around. They're more like, if you're not right for me, I don't want you around me. This person has had major trauma when it comes to relationships. So this person is going to tell you, I don't sleep around. All I've been doing is waiting for the right person, and you show up, Cancer. And you show up, and I want you. That's what they're saying. They're ready for you, Cancer. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Devil. Here we go. The Devil with the Three of Cups at the bottom. Oh, at the bottom of the deck. Obsessed. Cancer, you thought that you've met somebody that maybe was okay. But what you didn't realize is that this is it. You are fascinated by this individual. This individual is fascinated by you. And I say fascinated because the Seven of Cups and the Devil. But I should be saying that you're obsessed, or they're obsessed with you. They cannot get enough of you, and maybe vice versa. You will not be able to get enough of this person. Intimacy is going to be through the roof. Like, intimacy is going to be like that's it. Notice how the Devil has both of the individuals bonded, right? And that's what, obsession creates, is you have only eyes for that particular individual. For both of you guys have only eyes for each other. It could get a little toxic. I'm not gonna lie, because the Devil is not always a good card to have, because the Devil is, what you give power to. Meaning, like, you could say, I'm in love with you, and the other person can take advantage of you because you're already in love, right? Like, they can take advantage of you or whatever. But it doesn't have to be that way. It could also be that maybe you guys drink a lot. Maybe you guys smoke a lot. Maybe you guys, like to party a lot with the Three of Cups. You like to celebrate. You like to drink. Right now the Devil is connecting to alcoholism, partying a little bit too much, but also being like this, Like, don't, no matter what happens, do not let go of my hand. That's how it is. So yeah, it you're yep. Here we have the King of Swords. Whoever this, look at that, and then the sun at the bottom of the deck. Woo! By the way, the sun overpowers the devil, so don't worry. It's not like a bad energy. The sun card, which is the Leo card, um, is saying that all this negative stuff could only be at the beginning, could only be due to miscommunication. But once you, Cancer, or once this person says this is what I want, or this is who I want, which is you, then it's gonna be like, yes, I want you too. Yes, I choose you too. Yep. Yep, I agree. We're drinking too much. We're partying too much. Let's chill. Because the King of Swords is always an individual that is very wise, but also the King of Swords finds solutions. So if there's some sort of some sort of problem, the King of Swords is like, well, how about we do this way, or how about this week or this month, or how about we just stop doing the bad stuff and we focus on ourselves, and we focus on the love, and we focus on the heart, you know? Because that's the King of Swords. The King of Swords is the coolest individual with the brightest ideas, with strong communication, with wisdom and solutions. The Fool? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Cancer? The Fool? With the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You know what the Fool signifies? The Fool signifies a new beginning, a leap of faith, saying, I'm all in. I'm all in. And I'm talking to God right now. And I'm telling the universe, I am going to trust this person. I am going to trust this particular individual. I want it all with them. It's like being head over heels over someone, and you're saying, I don't care. We're addressing the red flags because we do have the King of Swords. So we are addressing the red flags. We are addressing the devil. We are saying that's a little bit too much. Oh, I don't understand why you're jealous. I don't understand why you're mad. Can you tell me? Oh, okay, now I understand. All right. Maybe I made a mistake there. Let me apologize, but let me also correct my behavior because I don't want to lose you. That is the King of Swords. With the Fool being here, new beginning, new relationship, new adventure, new chapter in your life, Cancer. Not only that, but you know, the Eight of Pentacles says that you will put in all the effort you can. You will put in your time, you will put in your emotions, you will put in the work so this can work out for you and for them as well. Not every relationship is easy, but when two strangers come together, there's going to be chaos. There's going to be differences, especially if you guys are like different ethnicities, different beliefs, religions or whatever. There's going to be differences, but that doesn't mean we cannot love each other. If you have that mentality that if somebody's not like you are, then there's nothing in common, then you're limiting yourself. You're saying, I need somebody that does the same thing that I do so I can be happy doing the same thing that I do every day. You're going to get bored. You're gonna say, oh, you like the same thing that I like. Why are we eating this again? You know, like, why are we doing this again? Well, because they like to do it and you like to do it, but at one point it gets boring, right? So sometimes it's good to have somebody that is a little bit different because it gives life to love. Oh, jeez. Temperance? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And here we have the two wands. The first card that popped out on your general energy, it's coming out here saying that, hey, changes are happening because you chose somebody or because you chose to change. Good things are coming your way. Good. You can have, it could be a Sagittarius, Aries, Capricorn, air sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, strong Leo with the sun card. But having the temperance there, this individual, whether it's this individual or whether that's you, Cancer, doing this balancing act or doing this healing of the soul, healing of the mind, healing of the body, because you guys are connecting and because you guys genuinely love each other, you guys genuinely care for each other. That's balance. That's saying, I'm here because I feel you. I'm here because there's an energy beyond just standing in front of you. You see that? The souls are dancing. Wow. It's beautiful. I love it. I love the near future here. The Fool and the Temperance, you're saying, yes, I'm in. All chips in. I cannot lose. That's maybe what you're saying, or the other person saying, I cannot lose. I cannot lose with Cancer. Cancer cannot lose with me because we share the same traumas or the same experiences, and we know how hard it is to find a connection like this. That's beautiful. So I do have an individual coming your way. If you haven't met anybody, get out there. Again, could be, I already named the zodiac sign, so I'm not gonna do that again. But I do have a relationship coming your way that is healing, especially with the Temperance. Oh my God, this connection is gonna heal you down to the core, down to the soul, through the heart, the third eye, your psyche, your aura is gonna change. Oof, I'm gonna stop right there because I am not going to, make it seem like that because my cards are all mixed up now. A lot. Okay, Cancer. All right, let's see on the person with no contact. So this this next spread is gonna be for Cancers that, where is it? Cancers that have ghosted somebody or they haven't communicated with someone, and this is just gonna give you like a little, there it is. This is gonna give you like a little snapshot of what's going on with them or with you energetically and all that. Okay. Oof. Okay, what's going on, tarot deck? Ace of Cups, okay. No contact. Whoever you're thinking, whoever is in your mind that you haven't talked to, they already found someone else. I'll tell you right now. The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Cups and the Three of Cups, pulling their energy, they have already moved on. They're already in love with someone else. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to make you like, feel bad or anything like that, but I'm just being honest with you. They already found someone else. They're already dating. They're already doing someone else, okay? How does this person feel about Cancer right now? Eight of Wands. How does this person feel about Cancer right now? Six of Swords. No matter what they're doing, no matter what they're experiencing, I feel like this person has closure that they want to give you, or that they want to get from you. There's some sort of communication that is going to happen in the near future for you, Cancer, with someone from the past, and they need some sort of validation, or they need some sort of interaction with you. And it could be like just text messages and maybe emails and stuff like that. I feel like whoever you're dealing with, maybe they're at a distance. They might not be like in the same town or in the same state or country, continent, whatever. They're at a distance. There's something that they want to say. They still carry something heavy. And they've been wanting to communicate it because they don't want to carry that anymore. They just want to be free. Could also be that this individual is saying that they want to see if you're okay now. They want to see if maybe you guys can come back again. They want to see if you miss them or something like that, No matter what they're doing, and I gotta repeat that again, no matter what they're doing, no matter who they're dating right now, no matter who they're talking to, they haven't forgotten you. The connection that you and this individual had in the past, that you guys don't talk to each other, or you guys don't talk to each other anymore, it was very strong. With the Lovers at the bottom of the deck here, this person's saying, hey, man, I wish I could make things better with you again. Maybe that's what they're saying. I don't think they're ever going to forget you. I don't think they're ever going to... If they were the ones who walked away, if they were the ones who moved, if they were the ones who said, I can't be with you anymore, they're always going to carry that in their heart. Like, they're always going to carry that burden of walking away from you. And I'm not saying this so you can be like, Cancer is the best zodiac sign. That's what they get. No. Just saying that when it comes to love, when it comes to trauma, when it comes to missed out opportunities, we tend to carry that. We tend to think about it when we're alone, when we're ready to go to bed, when something romantic happens, when the song that you like and it reminds them of you, it's right here. Yeah. Someone hasn't moved on from you. No matter what they're doing, who they're doing, and who they're dating, they haven't moved. They haven't released you. You know what I mean? I have to repeat that to you. I don't know why, Cancer. Maybe you don't believe it. Maybe you're like, BS. Okay. You're the one watching this video. Yeah, I'm the tarot reader, but you're the one watching this video. I don't read reversals. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Unexpected communication from a person you haven't talked to or you have been avoiding. Or maybe you have been talking, but maybe the relationship didn't work, or maybe the connection didn't work. Maybe they're at a distance. Maybe unexpected communication of wanting to be back into your good graces, or wanting to communicate with you and try to reconnect with you because they still have love for you. Their actions is to send you a message, is to reconnect with you. And I feel like the conversation is not going to be pleasant. I feel like someone's going to have an attitude. Could be you, Cancer. I don't know why I want to keep saying Aquarius. Is there an Aquarius? I'm not going to do that. But is there an Aquarius watching, trying to tell me something? This is weird, and I don't usually do that. But I don't know why I want to keep saying Aquarius. Maybe because of the swords, right? Because the swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But there's, I don't know if there's an Aquarius or something trying to like, I don't know. Or maybe the X is an Aquarius. I don't know. I actually did Aquarius yesterday, you know? So I don't know why I'm getting Aquarius so much. Let's see how Cancer feels about this person. Let's see how Cancer feels about this individual right now. How does Cancer feel about this individual? Temperance. You're telling me that you're still, I feel like you're telling me that there's still a little bit of hope here, Cancer. You're telling me that if this individual was to communicate with you and if they were to come, right and evolved and changed, that you might give it another try. How you feel about this person, you still have the hots for them. Like, you still see them as someone who's very attractive, someone who's very fiery and passionate, somebody who can give you balance, love, and someone who you wouldn't mind connecting with. With the Judgment, it says, Judgment is like past contracts or past relationships coming back and resurfacing, back up. It's also unfinished business. Maybe you wanted this individual to come back a while back, and now you're saying, I don't know. Because the moon is at the bottom of the deck here with the Judgment, and it's like the moon is like, like deep down, maybe I do want this person to come back, but at the same time, like, I don't know if it's a good idea to rekindle this. Some of you guys, Cancers, do want a past lover. You guys have, or like, some of you Cancers have carried an ex within your energy. Three of Wands and the Eight of Swords for your actions towards this individual. You're still waiting. You're still waiting on them. I have this reading might not connect with everybody, with every Cancer, but this reading is for a Cancer that is still waiting for an ex to come back. You have not moved on. You don't want to move on. You don't see yourself with anybody else but that one particular individual that is not in your surroundings anymore. Like, if I was to ask you, you probably lied to me, Cancer, saying I'm ready to date someone else. I've moved on, but deep down in your heart, in your feelings, when you're laying down in your bed, when you're listening to a romantic song, a sad song, all you can think about is them. You feel trapped because you're still waiting on somebody. There is a conversation happening with this ex, but the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords, it's a conversation that could explode. That when we go into the conversation, we could create blockages. We could talk bad about each other. We could point fingers, blame each other. It's a conversation that starts kind of pleasant, but then it goes into like, oh yeah, that's why we're not together anymore. Yet you still feel trapped with the Eight of Swords. That's the mental prison there. Like you're still waiting for this person, but you know, like you feel trapped. You haven't been able to release them from your mind, maybe even from your heart. I know that's not gonna resonate with everybody, but I know. You don't have to tell me. I know. What was the reason why this connection didn't work? Family, difficulties in the connection, the relationship. Somebody didn't want to commit. Someone said, I don't know if I'm ready for commitment. Somebody's ego was so inflated that they missed out on this opportunity. They missed out on Cancer. Maybe you, Cancer, maybe you missed out on them because somebody felt like they could do better. Some of you guys are dealing with somebody who had already a family somewhere else and they kind of played you. What is something that this person can tell Cancer right now? What is a message that this person can tell Cancer? 2 cards, 3 cards. What is something that Cancer will want to tell this individual? You have only one thing to say to this individual, Cancer. So what you're telling this individual right now, Crosswatcher, if you're listening here, this is what Cancer wants to say. I am following my dreams. That's what Cancer's saying. I am following my dreams. What this individual wants to say to Cancer, please forgive me. What this individual wants to say to Cancer, You trigger something in me that I'm not ready to face. And that could be the commitment. That could be the, you know, settling down. Maybe they're non-committal. Maybe they're saying that they can't. And what this individual wants to tell Cancer right now is, I feel like you're draining me energetically. Why? Because you guys are still connected with the Lovers card. When is this individual gonna initiate communication? I'm doing this extra for you, Cancer. This is extra, so you know I love you. When is this individual gonna initiate communication? Within a couple of weeks. Come back and let me know. Come back and tell me, yeah, Rigo, you were wrong. Yeah, that didn't happen, Rigo. Or come back and say, that's crazy. That is crazy how this individual tried to message me. Some of you guys are going to be like, I did not open the message. Some of you guys, I opened the message. And then it went downhill from there. We have somebody on this side who is confused, who doesn't want to settle down, but they want to give you like ideas, or they want to form it to make you believe that they're ready, they've changed, but they haven't. They haven't changed. And you're going to experience that with the communication that they're going to do. With the communication that is going to happen within a couple of weeks, you're going to experience that. And you're going to know that's why we're not together anymore. That's why we're still energetically connected, but we cannot get along as human beings. That is all I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Remember that life starts with love. I know that's cheesy and cliche or whatever, but life does start with love. Think about it. Thank you so much for being here, being part of my channel. Any likes, any comments, whether good or bad, appreciate them. And I hope you find that one person that will take care of your heart like no other, you know. Have a good night or day. Peace.